Welcome to Milk and Mummy's podcast. This podcast was created simply because I found myself happily pregnant and self-employed and wondering, how was I gonna juggle it all? Get comfy as we talk all things motherhood, working for yourself, and finding that elusive balance, honestly.
Bouncy tits.
It's mama boobs.
Oh my gosh, mum boobs. I'm so glad we caught that little segment. Hi guys. Hello.
Hello.
You want to talk through the mum boobs again for me, please?
Have we started already?
The one we have now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that we started already. Could have given me like a heads up. No, it's fine.
It was nice just to hear the mum boobs bin. I went, oh yeah, let's go from there. And so we did. Hey, lovely.
Yo, how are you?
I'm really, really good. I am fresh out from Thailand, babes. I am good, but I am missing what is known as sunshine and beaches and bikinis and coconuts. That's me just adjusting the mic. Sunshine, beaches, coconuts, sunshine again, pools. Low-key missing mosquitoes because it means I'm somewhere exotic or somewhere just hot.
You can't handle mosquitoes.
I can't. So do you know what I have to say though? This time round, I got a bit less. I don't know if breastfeeding did anything to do with it, but I would love to attribute it to that. But I got these these natural patches.
Yeah.
And it's mainly oh my gosh, citronella and peppermint and lemongrass and stuff that you can stick on your clothes. It's pretty much for kids, but did Rachel have it stamped everywhere? She did.
You didn't get a tan, you just got all these like
patches
everywhere.
So I had those with me and I think it made a difference. I was worried about Zena as well getting bit, but she was fine.
Was she?
Absolutely not a single bite. So I feel like perhaps she's at max where again, not bothered by mosquitoes at all. And what else? And then I got this mix of citronella and lemongrass like oil spray.
Yeah.
And I think between those two things, I was good.
That's all
Still
right,
got a bit, but not on the scale that I normally would have done.
Yeah.
So I was pleased. So I'm good. Just missing sunshine.
What kind of mum life are you living, man?
The best that I can possibly manage.
Like, I love that we're talking about this and what the topic is as well. Can I say what the topic is?
Yeah, of course, go for it.
Reality versus
expectations.
Bollocks the other way around. Expectations versus reality. Well, either way. It can be either way. Because you were just living your best life, man.
100%.
Like, you're just fucking off like for like a month.
Yeah, I can't believe we did a month.
Kid in tow.
Yeah.
Who's over a year old.
Yes.
Just right, let's get on a plane and let's...
And that's it.
Get out of here, man.
What really helped, obviously, Max had a New Year's Eve gig. And this time round, it was in Thailand. And he's done it a couple of times, a good few times, actually. The one that came in before, Zena was just born, so we weren't going to go. This time round, we're going to do it. And he was like, well, should we try and stay out there for your birthday as well? And I was like, oh, yeah, let's do it.
What a guy, man.
Boom. And then that was it. So then we planned it for that. He had another job as well in Oslo. So we were there for maybe the first
Oslo?
week. Oslo.
Oslo. I thought you said Ozo.
Oh, I don't know what Ozo is. No, so he was...
I fucking don't know. What's Oslo? Australia? Like Oz?
Oslo.
Are you trying to like be like...
That's the casual slangy term for Australia. So he was there we're there for a week. Then he went to Oslo, Norway for
So you were there by
days.
yourself?
There for a few days, just me and my daughter, just like having a little girly chill. It was so cute. I mean, she's one. What are we gonna do? But it was great.
That's
just
amazing, man.
Playing in the pool, having lunch and breakfast and stuff together, and just like
chilling.
Yeah. Then he came back, and then we continued traveling around a little bit in Thailand. But it was dope. Honestly, so good.
You know, you're making such core memories. Obviously, he's not gonna remember any of this. Yeah. But you're making such core memories, and that is that's amazing. Yeah. That is amazing. So but
really
anyway,
grateful.
before we carry on.
Yes. What?
Obviously, it was your B-day.
It was.
The other day.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
So I did bring some snacks. And
You're the guest
drinks.
who brings snacks and drinks. I'm here for it.
I'm always going to do that.
I love it.
But you actually showed up today.
I did.
With bottles of Prosecco.
I did, because I want us to start a new little tradition.
So, and I love it. So let's do a cheers to you.
Cheers, darling.
Oh, God.
Clink.
Cheers. Happy birthday, babes.
Thank
Love
you.
ya. Also, thank you for inviting me back on.
Of course.
Delicious.
This is the ASMR segment of the podcast.
What does ASMR stand for?
Right. I'm going to do a quick Google because I actually don't know what it actually is.
It's a really technical term.
Yes. And so I just saw an email from my agent. I was like, oh, what? Hang on. ASMR. Meaning. Oh, God. Words. All right. Everyone forgive me. English is not my first language. It really is. Never mind.
What?
Okay. So ASMR stands for, I can't pronounce the words. I put too much pressure on myself.
I spell it and then I'll try.
No. Hang on. Okay, cool. Simple. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And it's basically a term used to describe a tingling, static-like, or goosebump sensation in response to specific, triggering audio or visual stimuli. These sensations are said to spread across the skull or down the back of the neck, and for some, down the spine or limbs. All right. So we just do things, clinking things, makeup, scratching.
That makeup thing does my head in on Instagram. You know when they get like a pot, like like a Mac thing, like
yeah.
So why does everyone do that?
Well, this is the thing. This is the trend, isn't it? So it's essentially triggering people via audio or visual stimuli to get sensations going.
Not cussing the younger generation, man, because I'm all for them, right? But how the fuck do they know what ASMR stands for?
I don't know. I don't know how and why it became a thing, but it has. And here we are giving you our Prosecco ASMR. Stop laughing. 3, 2, 1. How was that, guys? I want to know if that sent anyone, any tingles, any stimuli, what happened? Yeah, that was our moment.
I mean, I'm kind of going down a bit of a sexual route here with it.
Like,
you know how people put their toes and stuff on like websites. I mean, we can drink Prosecco for you.
Happily, happily. I will have an OnlyFans with Prosecco. Various Proseccos, various outfits, different types of, I don't know, blends. I'm here for it.
Blends?
I don't know, just different types of Proseccos. Oh, okay. Whatever works. I can do an OnlyFans.
I tried it the other day. Yeah.
What?
You know I call it Frixonet, but I'm fully aware that it's not pronounced Frixonet. It's called Freixenet.
Oh! I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know that's what it was called.
What did you used to call it?
It was like, the F one with the X in it. That's how I remember.
Right, so I call it Frixonet, yeah. Love it. But anyway.
Well, then what's it called?
Freixenet.
Oh, okay.
I could totally be wrong here, but someone told me that, so now I'm just calling it.
That's what it is.
I bought you some Freixenet.
I love it.
I tried this ice rose one the other day, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like this white bottle with like a pink top.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one.
It was banging.
Really?
Oh my God, it just hit.
It's super tasty as Prosecco for sure.
110%. That Frixonet is really nice.
Yeah. So my ultimate fave, I can't pronounce it at all, but my ultimate fave one is from Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Nope, can't pronounce it. Nope, can't even try it. Anyway, there's
what
one.
What does it begin with?
Let's see. It's an Italian word. Oh, Captain Google again. Sainsbury's Prosecco. Yeah. Oh, nope. Definitely can't pronounce it. Oh my gosh, this episode is about testing Rachel's English. I'm so stressed. Okay. This one that I like from Sainsbury's is called Sweet Jesus. Okay. Sainsbury's. Can't do it. Okay. Sainsbury's Congigliano Prosecco.
That's not too bad. It sounds like a pasta.
I'm probably saying it wrong, but that's my favourite Prosecco.
That literally sounds like a pasta. The Conchiglielli one. You sure you're not Googling pasta?
I haven't Googled pasta.
I know you're hungry.
That's just my best pronunciation. I'm so hungry, it's crazy.
I'll do some pasta.
Yeah, maybe. So that's my favourite one. If I don't have that one, I can do the Chianti Prosecco. And then the Freixenet is like, that for me feels like a special situation Prosecco.
Yeah, because it is expensive.
Yeah.
The bottle, it is expensive.
Yeah, compared to the rest. That's 100%. The only reason.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we've spent about, 10 minutes talking about Prosecco?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
It's not even my favourite drink. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not my favourite.
What's your favourite drink?
Oh, it's always going to be white wine.
Yeah?
Peanut. Always.
Oh,
All day, every day, I will choose a glass of wine.
the older I've gotten, white wine now gives me a bit of a headache. So I tend to drink it less, which is why Prosecco has now kind of stepped up.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a Prosecco or a red, like a good
Nice.
Merlot,
Full-bodied
or,
Malbec.
Malbec.
Yeah.
Those are my three
Yeah.
wine-based sort of drinks.
Do you remember when we were younger and we used to get the £1.29 bottle of Lambrini?
Lambrini will forever be legendary. Lambrini for us at Christmas, that was a staple drink. That sparkling Perry was everything. Not mad. It was Lambrini, then it was a Lambrusco, if you remember that. I do.
Lambrusco.
That is 100% Mama Ado's introduction to us. Like, to me, Christmas isn't Christmas without a Lambrini, which is
I love that.
so mad.
I mean, how much is it now? How much is the bottle of Lambrini? Google that. How much is the bottle of Lambrini now?
I haven't seen one in forever.
£1.29, Rach. You can't get shit for one. You can't get penny sweets for £1.29.
Oh, Lambrini original, £3.
Fucking inflation, innit?
Inflation. God damn it. There's Lambrini cherry fruit sparkling. Not interested.
Cherry fruits.
I want regular schmegular.
Original.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. And one thing I tried on Thailand as well was a wine cooler. I'd never had one before.
What the hell is a wine cooler? That's what Americans drink.
Yeah.
What are they? Cold wine.
Do you know what? It's like a
cold wine.
Cold wine.
I meant in my head what I was trying to say was like red wine. You know like in Spain, they put red wine in the fridge.
Yes.
I love red wine in the fridge.
Do you? I'm not crazy about it.
Oh my god,
it's the same
so
in Thailand.
Nice. I love it. I love it. It's really good. Sometimes you don't always want something like warm.
I would order a red and I would let it come down to room temperature. Then I was happy. But a wine cooler essentially is like an alcohol pop, like a WKD, but for wine. So it was almost like, another way to describe it, I would say, is like a slightly alcoholic Schlur. And I was like, this is incredible. And I got the red flavour. I don't know what that even means. Right, so no, the brand was called Sky, I think, and I got red.
SKYE.
SKY.
Oh,
it was so good.
Is Sky not? Is that your anyway?
Is that how you spell Sky? Yes.
No, I think there's Sky yogurt. Is it not Sky yogurt? No, that's Sky.
Yes.
Sky.
Or I don't know if there's but I don't know if there's like a Norwegian pronunciation. But I think it is Sky. Hang on, Sky wine cooler.
So I've got a funny story about.
Go on.
This got nothing to do with kids, yeah. But it doesn't matter. So when I was at uni, first year uni in halls, I drank a dodgy WKD.
Ooh.
It wasn't actually WKD. It was like the cheaper version of WKD.
What is that?
I don't know.
Ooh.
But you know WKD is obviously like blue.
Yes.
Yeah. I am not lying to you. When I went for a wee, my wee was a luminous fucking green.
Whoa.
A luminous green, man.
I don't know what to do about that.
I had to call my sister and say, like, listen, my piss is bright green.
What the hell did you drink?
It was like the cheap version of WKD, innit?
But it shouldn't do that to you.
Don't know.
Like at
for like
all.
At least 2-3 wees, yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't do that again.
Well, obviously not. I was like 18.
But now I feel like I really want...
It's a whole 2 years later. Right?
Yeah, right. Sorry, you're right. You're absolutely right. But it has made me feel like I really want to go down a nostalgic path, drinking certain alcohols. I think that could be an episode.
I've started back on the vodka orange, mate.
Have you?
You can't be a vodka orange.
Really?
Fucking have vodka.
Oh.
Do you remember when we used to like neck Red Bull?
Yeah. Sorry, to this day, I still love a... oh my gosh.
Monster.
Nope. This episode of this podcast is testing my brain. I'm struggling with everything. What is the drink where you have, it's a Red Bull and you have a shot in the middle?
Oh, Jaeger bombs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jaeger bombs. Thank you,
Rachel.
Woo! That was hard.
Is this what happens when you have a birthday?
I don't know.
Oh God.
I'm just adjusting back to life in London. It's so hard. Imagine, woe is me. No, Jaeger bombs. I still love it.
Yeah, I love Jaeger bomb, but it's the whole like show of it, though, isn't it? Like the whole. Tuk, 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 tuk.
Oh, yeah, they do.
That's ASMR.
The sounds of it, yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
Like when it goes, smack it back, nice.
There you go. So I'm still vibing for that. But in terms of Red Bulls, I don't think I ever got mega into it where people got ill or got like super shaky.
We
or
used to
whatever
have
else.
like triple vodka Red Bulls, mate. Triple
Yeah,
vodka
that was
Red
a vibe.
Bulls.
That was a vibe. Oh my gosh, that was so our drink at one point.
In it.
Midori sours were a drink
Midori
as well.
sours. They were boom.
Amaretto.
I still love
and Coke.
amaretto sours.
Yeah.
Amaretto Coke is so nice.
Yeah.
That's like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, basically. That's pretty much it.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. And then I...
Hold on.
Oh, what did you get? What did she
Whilst
do?
we're talking about nostalgic drinks, this is working very well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what was going. Excuse the ruffling.
No, don't worry. It's
Do you know what I
ASMR.
bought?
This is our ASMR
Oh, it's
episode.
ASMR. Dun dun dun. Malibu
Malibu.
pineapple. I bought 2 cans of this because I didn't know whether you wanted some as well. I thought you'd just come back from holiday, although it wasn't the Caribbean. But
Still, summary. I'm here for it.
sparkling mixed fruit drink with white rum, coconut, and pineapple flavors.
Let's do it. I'm here for it.
Boom.
Oh,
So let's have these.
amazing.
Then we'll have some of that. Then I
Okay.
bought some gin as well, and then I bought some passion fruit martinis because I didn't know which one we wanted.
Okay. I will happily have all those things.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I can drink those things.
Sounds-
Yeah. So anyway, sorry. We've been talking about me and then we went down an alcoholic route where we will probably stay. But have you been?
been all right.
Yeah. I saw the post, obviously. Coming soon, out now, coming soon.
Yeah.
Talk me through what's been going on.
So, really been really busy the last few months.
Yeah.
Like it's just kicked up a notch in terms of getting the website up and running how I need it. So working with my developer. Shout out to my developer who's fucking amazing. Yeah. So just working so hard on getting all that stuff done.
Yeah.
All of the legal side of things, the practicalities, how it's working with my early adopters.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I posted for the first time on my Instagram account the other day.
Noticed.
Yeah, so hopefully, we're going to be going live in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot more coming out on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm currently obviously down in London and I'm going through all my inventory.
Nice.
So working with, the different ladies that have like, I call them my early adopters, the ones that like my
I was going to ask you what that meant.
Yeah, so early adopters are people that like buy into your product.
Okay.
Really early on, you test your product on them.
Got you.
Yeah, and they kind of your MVP. So your most valuable people basically. They're the ones that come right in at the beginning, and use your service, test it for you, and yeah. So I'm working with them at the moment, going through their wardrobes, identifying what they want to get rid of, what they want to keep, what they want to hire, all of that kind of stuff. And it's going great. I've got loads and loads of like content, which is I'm just working on that at the minute.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not my strongest point.
I was going to ask you how you're finding it.
It's difficult actually, isn't it? Because I'm so used to posting on my own personal stuff, right? And 1,000,000% my authenticity is going to come out with Glamber because that's the most important thing. People are going to buy into me. But there are so many different tools and apps and things that you can do so you could be trending the other day. So I've got a business account on my Instagram, right?
Cool.
So I decided for that video I wanted Still Dre. I wanted that music to drop on that. Yeah. But I can't because there's copyright issues.
Yes.
And there's licenses.
Yes.
Well, I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm constantly learning, which I'm finding so fucking cool, right?
Yeah.
I'm learning about different payment gateways. I'm learning about the intricacies in the back end of like my platform, my website. I'm learning so much and I'm loving soaking it all in. But it's frustrating, but it's just so great. It's a different language. It's a whole different world, a whole different vibe. So the video that I dropped the other day, sort of the tease that I dropped, I done that myself. And I was like, you know what? And I got the music. I sat there with my nephew who's 18, and we kind of went through music, because I wanted something like quite hip hoppy, because that is me, like a bit kind of ghetto, because that is me. And we kind of went through that, and then it was nerve-wracking actually.
Was it?
Yeah, 100% it was, because I'm putting myself out there, I'm putting my business out there, I'm starting to, post about me, but then I'm, in the back of my mind thinking, right, I need to make sure that I've got all my content kind of lined up, because I need to be consistent with it, and it needs to keep on coming out. But no, I think I was procrastinating for a while in terms of dropping hints, but actually I'm so glad I did it, and now I feel like I'm going to be some fucking beast. I'm just going to
go for it.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry, do
love
you know
it.
what? I'm out here saying, yeah, why? But actually, I think every creative goes through things like that. Even those of us who've been doing, I was going to say, I guess anyone who's in a position where they're putting themselves out, whether you're promoting your business, you're this, whatever, I think there is that difficulty of like starting, stopping, trying to be consistent, not being consistent, trying to make sure you have a consistent, I guess, story or if people come onto your space or your page, for them to be there and like in 5 seconds they understand what it is that you do, and wanting to have that cohesiveness in terms of your brand or the product that you're trying to put out there, or whether it's just yourself that you're putting out there. And that can be quite difficult. And even there's that whole start, stop, and imposter syndrome, and can I, or can't I, all that kinds of stuff. So what you're describing and what you're saying is very true to life, I think, for anyone who's putting anything out there. So it makes perfect sense. So me going like, oh, why? I'm like, no, wait, that's not honest at all, because I go through that myself. This year I'm trying to make sure that I am more vocal about what it is that I do. I've been successful, I don't know, but even that can be difficult. So like I hear you and I get it, but keep it up. And the only advice I think I can give to that is be as consistent as you can, and you're already making sure you've got things, you're scheduling stuff, or you're building a backlog of stuff.
Exactly
and
that.
that's what's really going to save you.
Exactly
so,
that.
Like, you're on the right track for it all. Yeah.
But it is scary, like...
Is it fun though?
Oh my God, so much fun.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
It is fun.
It'll be scary, period, but...
I think that's what it is. You've got like, you know, these two voices on your shoulder, really, haven't you? Just like, you know, why the fuck did you do this? You could have just sat and binge watched Netflix on your maternity leave and just chilled out. Then on the other side, you're like, no, you know what? That's not the life that you want to live. Do you know what I mean? That's not what you want to do in life. You know, so just crack on with it. Put yourself out there and... you know, engage with, you know, with people, and just enjoy this journey and enjoy the ride. Like, you're gonna mess up. Everyone messes up. Everyone makes mistakes, but the majority of the time, actually, like you said, it is dope. You know, it is so much fun,
and it's fun, and you just get to express yourself in a different way and connect with people that you didn't know that you would or you could. It really is very rewarding. What you put out is what you get back. Yeah, that's the right way to say it. Jesus, that was hard. But it can be quite overwhelming at times. But I think carry on as you are. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see how it's received. I'm excited to see what everything looks like, because I haven't seen, I think aside from like logos and color choices and all that kinds of stuff, I haven't seen anything else. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like.
Well, don't worry, because I'll be doing another teaser in there today, hopefully, when I just fix a couple of the fonts. Because they're pissing me off.
No, I was about to say.
Fucking fonts.
The thing is, and it's so mad.
It's so tedious.
But here's the thing. The only person who cares about that is you.
Yeah.
No one cares. And the thing is, I think it's important. I would never tell anyone not to pay attention to things like the color schemes, the aesthetics, the fonts, the this, whatever else, the spacing, whatever else. But the only person who cares about it is you. And it takes up so much time. And you're looking at the same thing or variations of the same thing, and they're only slightly different.
I know.
But it's vastly different to you. And it's hilarious just how long it takes.
I had 3 different options for this teaser that I just dropped. Yeah. With different, like, just the way that I was putting the colours, like, you know, in terms, the coming soon was a different colour, the logo was a different colour, and then the website was a different colour. I had 3 different variations, and I was sat on it for about a week, just like, oh, which one do I go for? Which one do I go for? Mad. So I've just fucking post it, will you? And that's what you got. You've just got to just go. Post it. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah. You know, what's the worst that can happen?
And also, you can change things.
And you can change things.
Exactly. And that's literally my mantra. I have to remember this because I always forget it. Then I always get stressed, and I always get this, and it's just remembering to always be in action. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
The world isn't going to end.
Exactly.
Nothing terrible's going to happen. If you want to change things, you can down the line. Just do it.
Yeah.
I say this knowing I'm still going to go through the whole process and be like trapped in whatever cycle. And for me, I tend to do my stuff when Zena's down. So that's me up between the hours of, man, this is mad. I've actually got to find a better way to do this. And I'm hoping the older she gets, the easier this will be. But I tend to work between, say, 1:30 a.m. till about maybe 3:30, because that's when I know she's down obviously for the whole night, but I know that I have that window to do some stuff, then I can get some sleep. But it is a very...
That's wild, man.
Yeah, but during the day with her, I try to be as present as possible.
Yeah.
and I'm doing other things and maybe more houseworky bits or work that can easily be done. But I think things that are going to take time, that I'm going to be pissing about with, going back and forth. If this color is right, if this isn't, whatever else, I do it at night. And my window is 1:30, 3:30, and then I'll go to sleep after that.
Yeah.
So I do think I need to find a better system, but that's what it is at the minute. So, yeah.
And it might be easy when she starts nursery, if you're going to put her into nursery maybe for like a day or 2 days or something like that. You can get a little bit of more time.
Yeah. I don't even know what that's going to be like. Again, because of how we work, it's almost like I don't know when we'll need that. Not if we'll need nursery, just when. I don't know. Because right now, we seem to have a good balance.
Well, you're going to get 15 hours, aren't you? When is she?
Oh, my gosh.
When is she 2? October.
Yeah.
You'll get 15 hours, Jan 25.
Okay.
15 hours free.
Okay.
So just do it then. If you don't need to do it for now, wait a year then.
Yeah. And kind of go from there.
They kind of go from there. So yeah, you'll get 15 hours a week free.
Yeah. So yeah, that's balancing. Just the balance of it all. The topic of this pod, I don't know if you guys know, it was meant to be expectations and reality. I'm trying to think of like what that was. I don't know what my expectation was in terms of working with a child. I just knew that my child will be there. She will be there. She will come with me. She or he will they'll be in my handbag, in my pocket. Off we go. Do you know what I mean? But I guess the reality is working at 1 a.m. till 3:30 a.m. while they're asleep, and then just kind of making it balance. I guess she's still there as per expectation, so that's working. But
should bloody hope so.
You know what I mean? So I guess that's kind of in line. They're both sort of mirroring each other. But how are your expectations going with having a child versus your reality? Big question, isn't it? Maybe we should start at smaller chunks. I don't know.
You know, I think there are. I was just thinking about this like on my way up here. I think there are different elements to it. I think there's an expectation of you and how you are as a mum to your child.
Okay.
And what the reality to that is.
Yeah.
Then expectations of you being a mum versus what the reality is. So how you've been able to balance everything, how your style, your attitude, your behaviour, your personality, all those things.
Yeah.
And then I think it's with everyone else. So then you've got like, how you are, expectation versus reality as a co-parent, like with your partner.
Yeah.
I think there are 3 different parts to it, really, I think. So in terms of my expectations of how I was going to be as a mum, my first expectation, Rach, and I think everyone knows this, I genuinely thought I was going to be a boy mum.
Yeah? Yeah, you did.
I was going to be a soccer mom.
Yeah. I
genuinely thought I was going to have boys. And I actually I wanted a boy first.
Yeah?
Because I've got an older brother and I love having older brothers.
Yeah.
But I really did think, I didn't really think about me being a girl mum.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously we're both girls.
Yeah.
And so that was my first one. But actually when in terms of what I thought of my expectations, I thought I'd kind of have it together.
But
I do it my way.
Okay, I was about to say, do you not think you have it together?
No.
Yeah?
No, what kind of?
Okay.
I mean, they're still alive. So I do have it together. Right?
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I thought that I was going to be, in terms of like my parenting style, I thought I was going to be stricter.
Okay.
Than what I am.
Yeah.
Turns out like I'm just I'm a pushover.
Okay.
Really? Because they're so fucking cute.
The
Right?
cuteness
so polite.
No, the cuteness does get you.
And they're polite. Well, I mean, the eldest is the youngest, isn't she? She's a fucking menace.
She's the cutest.
But she's got the cutest fucking face
They're
in the
all
world.
they're all super
Can't
cute.
cope.
The cuteness does overpower you, in ways that you didn't see coming.
When I'm
Like
trying to
100%.
discipline them, then I start laughing. And that's the worst. I know that when I'm like really angry or when I'm in a situation where I'm a little bit afraid,
Yeah.
I start, not that I'm afraid of my 3-year-old and my 18-month-old.
Uh-oh.
To be fair, I am.
Out. There we
They're
go.
terrorists, man. They're little terrorists. But yeah, I think I genuinely thought that I was going to be more, much more stricter than what I was. Well, what I am. I feel like there are certain things which I haven't faltered on, like politeness.
Okay, as in making sure that
they are polite, like
Dope.
please and thank yous. You know, just if you sneeze, excuse me. If you burp, say excuse, pardon. Those things matter to me, like your table manners.
Got you.
I say that when my kids just swipe the shit off the fucking table, like when they're done with their food. Athena done that all the time.
Really? Just like,
all the time. No, she just literally just like lob her food off the table.
Okay.
And it was very stressful. But now she's like, oh no, thank you, mummy, I'm full now. I'm like,
oh,
so fucking cute, man.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And like, so Ramneek came in the other day and he sneezed. And I was washing the dishes and he sneezed. And I'm always the one to be like, oh, bless you, whatever. But I didn't. I heard him sneeze, but I don't know what my mind was going. What was elsewhere, obviously. And then Athena said, oh, bless you, Dada. And he turned around and he said, oh, thank you, baby. At least someone's got manners in this house. I turned around and I looked at him. I was like, and who the fuck do you think gave her those manners? Because sure as shit weren't you. Because that was me. You didn't do it.
Shout out to Ramneek. Hi.
What a piss take. Right? But no, I haven't faltered on that. Like, their manners are very important to me. And like, you know, obviously being Indian, you know, and you know, the religions that my children are. Yeah. You know, making sure that they, you know, appreciate God, know who God is. All those things are very important to me. So they're almost like instilling those values. So I know that in terms of what I wanted, my expectations of making sure that they've got a good foundation, a strong family foundation, they've got people around them, they are polite, they're kind, because kindness is everything to me as well. You know, those things, I feel like I'm fucking doing all right, actually.
Okay, great.
I wouldn't say I'm smashing it, because you never know what's going to happen, but I feel like I'm on the right track with that.
Okay, good.
Right. But other things like, I thought I'd be like a more of a disciplined, like
disciplinarian.
Okay.
Did you see yourself being more of the disciplinarian between you and your partner? Do you see you being the one who was going to be the most?
I thought I'd be stricter with certain things. Like, no, they're not going to do this, not going to do that. They're not going to get a tablet. They're not going to blah, blah. Turns out they can flip and do anything and everything they want. Yeah. Like, I bought Athena a flipping tablet or whatever, Amazon, whatever it was. Like you know. Yeah. And so I guess I'm not as strict as what I thought I was, and you know what, to be honest, I'm all right with that. I'm kind of learning and evolving as I'm going along.
Perfect.
I think there's a lot of expectation in terms of how you're supposed to parent these days. You know, in terms of the whole gentle parenting agenda. And look, no disrespect to people that like super gentle parent, man. You do you. Yeah. Right? And I do love the kind of basis of gentle parenting.
So do I. I think that's actually amazing, especially for those of us who grew up with a tougher or stricter or more disciplined parenting style. And for those of us who experienced that and were like, you know what, I'm not going to do that to my kids, or I'm going to do it a bit differently. I think that's, as you just said, the basis. Cool. I support that. Yeah. Go on, what were you going to say? I know I interrupted you though.
But I think, I mean, like, look, when the girl's having a mental breakdown, I'm sat there and I get down on their level, because me shouting back, that doesn't work. They'll just shout louder and I'll just shout louder. And when then we're just screaming, like three, you know, females in the house screaming when, you know, the husband's upstairs trying to flipping clothes like a deal or whatever he's trying to do. Yeah. And we're just having like, you know, screaming matching. And that doesn't work. So getting down on their level, letting them have their moment, making sure that they feel safe, that, you know, that they can express who they are. And you know, they can be whoever they want to be in these four walls, because it's the safest place you ever need to be in life. Yeah. You know, that is obviously very important to me. But when you're getting slapped in the middle of right? Literally, you're getting a slap round the face by another girl. I've never been slapped by another girl in my life, ever. I haven't. I've never been sparked in the face before. When you get slapped by a 3-year-old, gentle parenting is very hard.
It kind of just...
What do you do? It is really hard.
In fairness, she's recently just started hitting, and we're like, no, gentle. And she gets that, and I love her gentle. When you tend to be gentle, she then like rubs you as like gentle. But her rubs are like, Still a slap. Still a slap. And that is her literally trying her best to be gentle. So again, it's hilarious. I've been hit in the face a couple of times. Again, the cuteness is overpowering. That's when it's funny. But it's like, no, that hurt.
Not in that moment, Rach.
Okay, I'm still in the space where it's cute. So I can laugh about it. I guess is the best way I can kind of put that. So gentle parenting is still coming through. But again, she's like 15 months.
Yeah.
So right now it's quote unquote, it's easy, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I think when we get to your stage where your oldest is now what?
3. Yeah, just over
right?
3.
That's where it's different. That's where like, no, I'm really independent.
Yeah.
I really have a perspective.
Yeah.
I really want to say X, Y, and Z. I think that's where I'm gonna start to find the challenge. So I don't know what my expectation and reality is in that space at all. So I hear you in what you're currently experiencing. Just getting sparks in the face. It's like,
sparks in the face in the middle of the shopping centre.
There's some weight behind that now. They're 3. They're older. They're packing a bit more. So yeah.
And then they're like straight on the floor. Like, no, I'm not getting that.
With the tantrums.
And I mean, this was literally a live example of what happened last week.
Oh, really?
Right. And my younger sister was with me, and she was just looking at me with her 10-week-old newborn daughter.
Yes.
Kind of looking at me like, how are you dealing with this? And I'm like, well, I can't. What do you want me to do? Like, just gonna have to ride it out.
Yeah.
You know. And then I did get a bit strict. And I put us back into her push. I was like, right, we lost your privilege, mate. You ain't gonna walk. Okay. It's quite simple.
Yeah.
So yeah, the gentle parenting thing. I practice that as much as I can. Yeah. But fuck you, man. It's hard.
I get it.
It's fucking bullshit.
How
do you gentle parent non-gentle children?
That's a great question.
Isn't it?
That should be a slogan. I'm going to print that on a t-shirt. I'm going to get you one.
Because my kids aren't gentle. My youngest is a biter. And she's 18 months though. That's the only way they can communicate, because Athena was the same.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Right? So she's got a heavy hand as well, man.
Yeah.
She slaps you. She pulled my hair.
Got it.
And you don't mess with... People who know me don't touch my hair, because I know it's a bit thingy today, but it's everything to me. My hair is right. Ya. She was pulling my hair. I was so vexed. Right?
Did you?
I had to walk out. I was like, Mum, take your grandchild. I need to get out of here because she is pissing me off.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. It reached that point. Cool. All right.
Well, exactly. But I can't always do that when I'm up by myself with the girls.
Yeah. That's true.
Because where am I going to put them? Where am I going to walk to?
Where am I going to go? You're going to walk and they're going to follow you.
Exactly.
Sorry. Now that Zena's walking, it really is oh, there you are. And oh, there you are. And she can be quite stealthy. And I'm like, oh, there you are. And it's like, she just pops up.
Yeah.
Just pops up and things. And the thing is, obviously, when she's crawling, you can kind of hear her coming. So I can prepare myself if I need to prepare myself for anything, like, or put certain things away or put things out of her reach or whatever else. But now that she's walking and it is the cutest little waddle walk that she's got, it's like, oh, like I'm in the bathroom and if she's crawling, I know I've got X amount of seconds before she gets there. But now that she's walking and there's a bit of speed to her walk now, it's like, oh, hi. So it's like, I'm really, really never alone.
You're never going to be alone ever again in your life.
Never alone. So that's been an interesting and very hilarious adjustment, I've got to say. Yeah. And again, because she's so cute, it's like, it's just very funny because she's a bit like, hello. Like,
yeah, but Rach, when you're trying to go for a shit, yeah, right? And then they've learned how to unlock the door from the outside because their dad taught them that.
Why did that?
I don't know why he done that. I don't know why he done that. I don't know why he's disturbing my peace.
Because he finds it funny. Because Max does that as well.
No, it's annoying. So now Athena knows how to do it. So I can't even hide in the bathroom. I don't know where I'm supposed to hide in my house anymore. You can't. She knows how to climb up. Athena will grab the chair from the kitchen, push it up against the stair gate at the bottom of the stairs and climb fucking over it now. I can't get away.
That's really clever.
I know she's really fucking smart.
I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry that's happened. Sugar, right now I can still crouch. I can crouch and hide because Zena can't see over certain things. So if I'm on the bed and she's walked into the bedroom, I can just lie flat in the bed and she won't know that. She knows that's where she last saw me.
Play dead.
Literally. nobody breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe. So she knows that's where she last saw me.
Yeah.
But if I'm quiet and still for ages, after a while she'd be like, where's mama? And then she'd go somewhere else. And as long as I don't laugh, because I can hear her talk, she talks to me like I'm still there. I'm obviously there. So as long as I don't laugh, then that's fine. But yeah, you're never alone.
Never. Yeah.
And you're never alone, and you can't have anything to yourself.
No.
Done.
I just say everything's mirchi now. So mirchi means spicy
Oh, really?
in Punjabi.
Yeah.
So if I'm eating like, I don't know, whatever I'm eating. Not even chocolate.
Chocolate you
because
don't
I
wanna share,
can't
whatever you
even
don't
lie
wanna
about
share.
the chocolate because then I'm like, yeah, you're talking shit. Whatever it is. And he's like, can I have some? No, baby, it's mirchi.
It's mirchi.
Can't have that, darling. So, is it really mirchi? I'm like, yeah, it's really mirchi.
Right now, no, nothing works on Zena. If she wants it, that's what she wants. She's starting to get into a space where she's really just cries. She cries. There's tears. The world is ending. Everything. She gets what she wants, and fine.
Yeah.
So we know this is you trying to express yourself, and you're putting this on for sure. But we're in that space, and I'm looking forward to when she has more words, so that we can kind of really try and understand her a bit better.
Yeah.
But right now she's winning, and I'm not ashamed to say that.
When your kids are winning, man, what is it? Where's the shame in that? Do you know what I mean?
Know, but it means that I'm losing. But right now I'm happily losing. That's the issue. And I'm just like, yep, that's fine. That's what it is. Yeah. So in terms of I don't even know if I had any expectations about what it'd be like to discipline a 1-year-old, but they're one. They're still figuring shit out. So I almost feel like I can't do anything.
Yeah. Because
she's too young to kind of really process certain stuff. So that's the kind of space that I'm in. But I'm not sure if that's the right space. I'm just like, am I just letting her win because she's just mega cute? And
when they're that young and they can't talk and they can't express themselves, they do it in all their kind of ways. So and so that's cool. And when I say discipline, I don't think I mean it like as in like right, like there's consequences for a lot of shit, because when they're that young, their brains are still developing.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know what the fuck's going on. You don't know what the fuck's going on. So you're both trying to figure it out together. And I guess that's what one of the expectations were, that we'd kind of just get it by now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm very quickly starting to realise that no parent fucking understands. No parent gets it. Yeah. No parent knows what they're doing. We're all just winging it.
Yeah. Has it
every
made
single one of us?
Has it made you think on your parents or look at your parents differently, if that makes sense, based on how you were raised or what you went through or whatever you may have found difficult with your parents at the time, if you thought they were unfair or not or whatever else? Has it just made you look at them differently?
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
There's a huge appreciation for like my mum, my mussy, like, you know, and my dad and Judge. Like there's a huge appreciation for them, what they individually did and then what they did as a, you know, as a collective.
Yeah.
The fact that, you know, they stuck to very, very strong routines growing up. Like, you know, we came home from school, we got changed, we could play for a bit. 5 o'clock, it was home and away time. 5:35 neighbours. We watched the headlines of the news, and once that's done, you sat on the table and you're doing your homework for an hour. Yeah. Literally, there's no faltering on that shit. Yeah. Right? And then after that, you have dinner and then you piss off to bed. And, you know, I don't think I appreciated, and you don't appreciate when you're growing up because you don't see it, do you? All of the stuff that your parents do. Yeah. Not only the actual physical stuff as well, but all of the things that go on in their mind. You know, the anxieties that are there, the stresses that are there, and all the rest of it. Like, no, you don't realize it until you become a parent. Yeah. Until you're in it. My brother, like Neil, would always say to me, he would show me this episode of Family Guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking love Family Guy.
Shout out to Neil, by the way. We love you.
Love you. And I think it was like Stewie and Brian, whatever. And one of them said, until you have a child. Do you remember that episode when he's saying that? Until you have a child, you are not going to understand whatever. And it just reminded me, like, you don't know anything. Yeah. And you think you know what the fuck's going on or what you're going to be doing. But you don't. Yeah. You've got like kind of like the survival skills that you need to have. Do you know what I mean? The skills you need to have to survive, you know, being a parent. But there are so many different nuances and complexities and things with it that that constantly blow your mind. Yeah. I thought I'd be like this really like put together, like sucker mom. And then obviously I've got girls. I was like, yeah, we're all going to be in fucking matching outfits and shit.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, because I love all that stuff, right? Be matching.
No, do you know what? That is definitely your vibe for sure.
The girls are in matching outfits majority of the
What are
time.
you wearing?
Mate, I look like a fucking heroin addict.
That's very specific. I just live in joggers. Unless I'm going out, I'm in a baggy t-shirt and I'm in a pair of jogging bottoms. That is it. And I've either got a wig on or my hair's in braids or plaits and I've got a headscarf on. That's literally it. That's my mum outfit. And
Your mum uniform.
Yeah, mum uniform. That's it. Yeah. So that's hilarious. I don't even think I had an actual expectation as to what I would be like. I think I was so focused on what motherhood would be like versus work and how I would balance those two. I don't think I thought about anything else. And I think it's because I thought work would be the most challenging thing.
What do you mean with that?
Basically, in the entertainment industry, you are in a space where you're constantly facing rejection all the time, and then you get the yeses. And I'm speaking about things from an acting perspective, not a music perspective. So it's like you audition, self-tape, etc., and then no. Then, oh yes, you booked the job. Okay, great. Now the job really could be somewhere in Shoreditch, East London, fantastic, or it could be somewhere in Wales, or somewhere in New Zealand, or somewhere in America, whatever else. And then, okay, I've got a kid. Now I need to try and figure out what that looks like for what her world is going to be like for that period of time. What that's going to be like for my partner. Is he going to be there to chaperone her, or do I need to have someone else? So it was more the logistics of all those things were what would be my biggest concerns or worries. And then also how I would prepare for the roles, because that requires a certain amount of time and quiet and space and creativity to get that done. So those were always my biggest things. How would I juggle that? Everything else, I think there was an element of I would get it done, it would work, or it's fine. And I don't know if that was too cavalier, but that's where my head was at with everything else. So as it stands in the moment, work-wise, I think my biggest concerns aren't concerns anymore, because I've been lucky enough where my agent has adapted really well with me, or production has adapted really well with me. That's been great. So now it's a case of, okay, cool, making sure the things I didn't think about are now at the forefront of my mind. So that's kind of the space where I'm in. And I think that was the biggest thing that consumed me, expectation or reality-wise.
Was this when you were pregnant?
Pregnant-wise, I think...
And just before and
Do you
stuff?
know what? Thinking about what it would mean to have kids, being pregnant, and then actually having baby present. So those were the things that would occupy me, or occupy my thoughts, rather. And then I think in terms of my thinking about my mum and how she managed this whole space, I see how it worked to her advantage having... So my mum is a mum to 5 children, but I see how it worked having older kids who could really help. But I see the pressure on the older kids, what they had to kind of deal with and manage, because yes, you're children yourself, but you're also helping your mum in a particular way. So it's kind of like almost watching what she went through and how she handled that space versus how I'm handling that space, and just looking at what her reality was like and wondering what her expectations were like, if she even had any. Because I do definitely sit in a space where I feel like our parents just did it. They just got on with it. But there are questions that I have now that I never would have thought to have had pre being a mum, if you know what I mean.
We need to get your mum in and my mum in.
But
I'm
badly.
not even lying to you. When is she coming?
Literally trying to fix a freaking date. I think we may be going to Ghana first before she comes, but I badly wanted to come and have
like
an
a Zoom
episode,
call with her or something? Like she's just
no,
gonna cuss everyone.
It would be an absolute nightmare.
It would be a nightmare.
Can you hear me? Can you? No, I can't put myself through that. But I badly want to have her on this podcast, because I think it'd be so interesting just to hear her perspective, and it'd be interesting to hear both your mum and my mum's perspective, just having the Ghanaian influences and the Indian influences, then coming to this country, having kids in this country, and then understanding how that worked for them. That
is a whole new series about how they navigate
that whole space.
You know,
what?
being are we first generation? We are, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're first generation. Like how they've adapted to that, because I think I've become very sympathetic over the years. You know, now especially like since I got married and then had the girls.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna falter on my values.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, you know, this is who I am, and that's kind of it, really. And the older I'm getting, I kind of understand and resonate more with what my parents, you know, went through and have gone through in their life.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you're saying that about your mum, right? Like, respect to your mum. She fucking cracks me up. I love her so much. But I mean, does your mum say this as well? Like, well, now you know what we went through. Now you know how hard it is.
She has.
Thanks for that. Oh, I wonder where she gets it from. Well, that's not my issue. That sounds like a you problem, innit? You should have disciplined me then. You should have told me not to do it. You created this beast.
She hasn't got to that stage yet. She's more She's fuming that I'm still breastfeeding, and I'm like, yeah, but she's like, what are you doing? How are you gonna have nice breasts if you're still breastfeeding? Do you think I could have? Could you think I could have nice boobs if I was breastfeeding all my 5 kids past 6 months, past 3 months? I was like, Mum,
did your mum breastfeed you lot?
She did, but I don't know. I don't think it was for very long, or as long as I've done with Dina.
I think that generation didn't breastfeed a lot, you know.
Right. And
they didn't.
And I think also that at that point, formula was pushed, I think, massively.
Yeah.
So I'm aware of that being a discrepancy. So she's like, well, because you are self-employed or because you freelance, you've got the time to breastfeed because you're not rushing to go back to an office to go to work where you have to stop it ASAP to kind of get back into work. And I was like, but what? I mean, but I'm like, but this is their food. This is what is there for them. But I've definitely breastfed longer than I thought I would. I saw myself breastfeeding no more than a year. But then with us going away for Thailand, I was like, do you know what? Let me continue. And I wanted to make sure she had the extra food source in case she didn't like anything or just in case there was some kind of food difficulty.
Babe, she has fucking teeth, man.
Bro, she's got 8. She's got 8 teeth. And I'm well acquainted with those teeth. So now I'm in the space of, okay, now I'm trying to figure out how we're going to kind of wean her off now. And I'm also aware that
Amber, how'd you do it?
You know, literally. I said, babe, what worked for you? Imagine every kid is different. Every experience can be different. What did you do? But my thing is, I'm also aware that this could take some time. Whereas I know some mums where it took them a weekend and that was it. And they were like, wait, what? That's it, over. So I think I'm in a space where I'm really enjoying and loving it. I really do enjoy and love breastfeeding. So I feel like I'm low-key kind of saying goodbye in my own way as well. Ridiculous. But because it could happen in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
But my mum finds it absolutely ridiculous I'm still breastfeeding. Ridiculous. So again, I would love to understand why that is the thinking. Her thing was like, you want to keep your boobs intact, whatever else. Imagine it's like, it's got to be good for you. It's got to be good for you. But when she was raising us, and this whole, I know I had formula for sure because I could see the chunk on me from formula specific. So it'd be really interesting to hear what that whole process was like and that whole space was like and what.
Probably because she had 5 kids, babe.
I
she
know.
had the luxury to sit there and breastfeed just one.
Do you mean? No, it's
for
true.
like however long. Like she had shit to do.
Yeah.
Not saying that you haven't got shit to do, but it was that kind of urgency. Like I can just give someone the bottle just to feed the kids.
Yeah.
You know, and then I can crack on with all the other. And again, not saying that we don't have that because we do.
Yeah.
But I think it was a different kind of. We need to crack on because we've got shit to do.
No, I get it. But I want to understand how in the spaces where we're pushing back on certain things, I wonder if they were able to or if they thought they could or even if they thought to push back on certain things. So I would love to be able to compare and contrast both like from me looking at my mum, me looking at your mum, and then even them as well. I wonder what differences they would have had culturally on how you raise kids or the expectations. Even though for me, I always say this, for me, anyone that's considered an ethnic minority, it's sometimes it's hilarious to me because I think we do so much the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just slightly different tweaks on spices or different tweaks on timing or different tweaks in terms of like how you tie a fabric or whatever else. But everything is pretty much the same. Yeah. So I'd be really curious to see if they had the same. I guess the same struggles or same priorities and stuff. So that'd be really cool. But yeah, expectations and realities right now, I don't even know what, I don't know what they are.
I thought I'd be a fantastic at being at baking.
There we go. I knew the baking was going to make an appearance.
So baking, but also like the arts and crafts mum.
I feel that it's really struck a nerve with you, isn't it?
I can't bake. I'm so shit at it. I fucking hate it.
No, like specific stuff or for real, you can't
Listen.
bake anything?
No, I can cook, obviously.
You can cook, but bake, babe.
Look, I am the bulk, like the comfort food, kind of chuck it all in kind
Cool.
of gal.
Yeah.
And my food's banging, right?
Yeah.
But there's no, I don't do like the whole like precision and fine dining, and we've got to put an ounce less of this. And
Yeah.
that's why I can't bake, right?
Because of the precision of the instructions.
It's just, I follow the recipe, it just comes out shit. It just comes out fucking shit.
Okay.
I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't. You know how like on MasterChef, and I love MasterChef. Not the UK one. No offense, but it's just shit. It's boring.
Go ahead.
The Australian one is the best.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Australian MasterChef, I love it. But like, you know when they say like you can overbeat the flour and overwork the dough. What? How do you know if you've overworked? I mean, if it gets tougher, like, know what? Like, you know. Like whisk to soft peaks of what? Like
what does that mean?
What,
Whisk
like how?
to soft
Like
peaks?
what level do I put it on my flipping whisker? I don't. It's just very stressful, and then I don't have half the ingredients, right? Or I always think I've got the ingredients, but I never have the ingredients.
Yeah, and that kind of sounds like the first step, or
Even
the first issue, right? If you don't have the ingredients, then you're
hold
already...
on.
You're, oh,
Hold on.
Whoa.
Because even when I do have the ingredients, yeah, they still come out shit.
But what... But...
I think it's my oven.
All right, so it's the oven. I mean, do you know what? Talk me through your last baking endeavour.
Oh, gosh,
Was it the Christmas
so
muffins?
Bad. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Was it the
Right.
Christmas green muffin
It's
situation?
Christmas.
Oh God, there we go. Go on.
I mean, we're still in January. It does not feel like we've done about
can't
7
believe it.
months of the fucking year
But
already.
the thing is, I love January. January's my month.
Yeah, obviously, and also you've just been telling over, doesn't it?
Exactly. But everyone's upset that it's January. I get it.
Mate,
I love it. Go on. Talk me through it.
it was so bad. So, Athena, my oldest, she loves baking. But the fucking nursery, they bake all the time, right?
Okay, yeah. So, great.
But I mean, even the simple things like a fucking fairy cake.
Okay.
that I can't do. Hold on.
Okay.
We made gingerbread biscuits, gingerbread men,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that was actually fun.
Got it.
And I think I'm quite good at that. But mine came out a bit too crunchy. Ramneek literally lost his shit over them. And he was like, they are literally the best gingerbread men you've ever made in your life.
Okay, amazing.
Right? But the recipe told me, this is what the recipe said,
Yeah.
is get your dough, put everything in, and then put it into the fridge to chill for half an hour. So I
Okay.
put it into the fridge to chill for half an hour. I brought it out and there was like a fucking crumbly mess. So I don't know, I just tried to put it back together and cut the shapes out.
Okay.
Then I shoved it in the oven for the time that they gave. Right?
Okay.
So I done all of that.
Yeah.
But it still came out. Maybe I over-rolled it. I don't know.
Can you overroll something?
I think you can overwork the dough. I think that's what they say. You overwork a dough.
I don't know.
I think when you like touch it too much or shit. I don't. Anyway,
Okay, keep going.
Right.
Keep going.
so the gingerbread biscuits were okay.
Yeah.
Right. For me, they weren't chewy inside. They were too, like,
Okay, too crunchy on the outside.
too crunchy. I think overcooked.
Mm.
Ramneek loved. He finished the fucking box, babe. Like
Then they must have been good.
They were not good. Anyway,
He
I
just
put
loves
too
you
much
very much.
ginger
Okay.
powder in it, I felt, but I thought I'd
Okay.
put a little bit extra in for me.
Just in case. Just a little bit
And
more.
this is my problem. I'm just like, just a little bit more.
Okay.
Right? So we've done that. So
Cool.
right, so week number 2 of
Yeah.
December. Yes, let's make some more. Fucking, let's do this. Let's make some. I want to make Christmas magical this year. Yeah.
Go on.
Let's try and do a gingerbread man house.
Mm.
That didn't work.
Ambitious, isn't it?
I know. This is what happens in my head. I think it. I do it once. I'm like,
I can do it.
I'm gonna make a fucking gingerbread man house.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I know. I went to fucking Sainsbury's. Spent £70 Sainsbury's. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
On like fucking glitter shit. Like
Yeah,
edible
with the
glitter stuff.
icing and the
icing.
piping and
I
the...
bought specific piping. What are they fucking called? The whole things.
The
What are they
nozzle?
called? The
I don't know.
nozzles. Yeah,
Mm.
the nozzles.
Wow.
I bought some of those.
Alright.
I bought like all this fancy schmancy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make that. Started making the dough again. I was like, no, fuck that. I'm not gonna make this. I'll just stick to that gingerbread biscuit.
Yeah.
Like the little little shapes that I make. Job done. No problem.
Okay.
Then Athena wanted cupcakes. She's like, let's make Christmas cupcakes.
Okay.
So Athena, this sounds amazing.
All right.
Like, it's fucking fairy cakes.
I can do fairy cakes.
Everyone can do fairy cakes.
Oh, I think.
I think I used to make fairy cakes when I was younger. And the thing, when I was younger, I used to make biscuits and make fairy cakes at home.
Just you or with your mum?
No, by myself.
Okay.
And I had this book, which I maybe I think I need to get that book. It's like a fucking purple book.
Okay.
It looks like a hymns book. It's random. It's so
Okay.
old.
Yeah.
It's so old. I think it was like from the 60s.
Okay.
I think my mum might have it at home. Because I think I might work if I use that recipe.
Okay.
Because it used to come out really fucking nice at my mum's. When I was younger, I used to not always, like maybe like at least once every 3 months. I used to
do
like
a little
make
baking
like a little
sesh, and it
baking
was
sesh.
good. Okay.
Because I like raw dough.
Okay.
So you know, like the biscuit dough
Yeah.
when it's not cooked. I fucking love eating that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
And I
it.
love eating like the cake mix.
Super
It's
tasty.
so
This is making me
tasty.
more hungry,
So
but never
good.
mind.
Sorry,
Yeah.
man. Got some discos. I bought some discos.
Disco.
I wanted to be a bit nostalgic today. I don't know why.
Let's get them out.
Okay. Sorry. I'll continue the story. 1 minute.
No worries at all. And we're going to try and eat responsibly where it's not irritating.
I
Discos.
bought some Revels as well.
Revels. I was cool with the Revels. The caramel ones on my jam. But discos.
Because I was watching Harry Potter yesterday, and you know the first one when they're like eating all these random ones,
Yeah.
and then like Ron Weasley's like, oh, Fred said he got like a bogey flavoured one once.
yeah.
So I was thinking, Revels, not the Revels got.
Discos.
So anyway,
Where did you get them from? Because I need to get more.
Tesco's.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. You were saying.
Right. So I was like, let's make cupcakes, babe. We can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like I said, when I went down my Sainsbury's shop or all these stuff, I was like, let's make Christmas tree cupcakes.
Okay.
Because it looks easy.
Mm-hmm.
I can make butter ice cream. Like, butter.
Buttermilk icing?
No. Yeah, butter ice. Is it butter icing?
I don't know. Sorry, I haven't tried to make any of these things, so I
butter
don't
icing?
know.
Yeah, it's just easy. It's just like
Buttermilk icing,
it's
butter
not
icing,
buttermilk icing. It's just like
just
butter.
ice cream. I don't know.
Buttercream ice cream.
Oh!
Buttercream icing.
Whoa.
Right.
Okay. Sorry, that's not where my
Yeah.
head was at all. Go on.
Right.
Okay.
Easy. Put a little bit of food colouring.
Dope.
Boom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. I can do that. So I got the recipe. Simple recipe, Rach.
Got ya.
Really simple.
Got you.
Made the cakes.
Okay. And then.
Made the normal like just vanilla fairy cakes. Then tried to make some chocolate fairy cakes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it was. I think it came out all right. They seemed awfully dry when they came out.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, because I followed the recipe. Then when it came to the fucking piping,
Mm-hmm. That's when you just squeeze it all out.
no. But I used the wrong nozzle for the wrong fucking cake.
But did that matter?
Of course it mattered because it's supposed to look like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's supposed to look like this really gorgeous upside down Christmas tree, yeah.
Right.
With like all these like cute little like balls on it, so it
Yeah.
looks like balls.
Yeah.
It looked like a fucking aloe vera plant. No, I swear to God, the colouring was wrong.
You posted it on social.
It looked like like some sort of like fucking depressed fern. It was not cool, man.
The only thing I can say was the colour of the green
Was not right.
But it didn't necessarily matter because it just depends on what green you're going to have, right? You still got a green. Cool.
It was not an alpine fir, which I was going for.
Right. So that was just about managing your expectation.
I couldn't pipe. It looked like I've got to have an aloe vera plant on my fucking windowsill. I literally looked at that and I looked at this monstrosity that was in front of me. And like, what the fuck is this? Like, what have I even done?
So you were meant to pipe that freehand. Is that right?
Yeah, like,
That's really difficult.
it isn't though, because I put the wrong nozzle on, and then I tried to, and then I ran out of icing really quickly. I was like, well, this doesn't make any sense because I followed the recipe. The problem here is, right? Look, this is the problem.
Right.
I cannot follow instructions. And for anyone that obviously knows me, knows that is very true to me. I cannot follow instruction. I find it fucking boring reading something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, like 4 ounces of that, and you make sure the butter is melted but it's not hot. How long are you supposed to leave the butter out for? Then it's at room temperature. I don't really understand.
Yeah.
Like I'm a mum. I need quick time.
Get going. Well, with that being said, I tend to do things, and I've nicked this quote from somewhere, and I'm just like, I just keep going until the ancestors say it's enough. And that's how I spice and season and flavor stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that feels right. So I go with what feels right. And it's worked really well for me. So maybe you know what you want to make. It's annoying because baking has to be precise.
It has to.
But I was going to say, with certain stuff, we just like go with your flair. And who knows, before you know it, that could be the Ambika way of doing stuff.
You cannot do it with baking, though. You can't do it with baking. That's what I do. Like, I'm like you, like, well, yeah, just shove a little bit more in, chuck some of that in,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's boom. But when it comes to baking, you just can't do that at all. Because it's got to be like, like leveled off with a fucking knife and make sure there is 1 teaspoon. I put about 4 of them in, like I said, my gingerbread men.
Yeah.
Just shove a little bit more for extra measure.
Just a little bit.
But you can't do that.
That's tricky.
But I really wanted to be like a good baker. Like, I wanted to be like a good baking mom.
There's still time.
I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it.
Just traumatized. No, because there's still time. I want to make the best brownies.
I can't do that.
Max has a friend, one of his best friends. She is a singer, and she bakes as well. She's a phenomenal baker. She makes the best brownies. I actually hate brownies. Her brownies, though, I was like, nah, I can fucks with those brownies. Nah, I want to make those exact brownies.
Are they like chewy and gooey and shit?
They are the perfect goo, the perfect chew, the perfect everything. Shout out to Elise.
Elise, can you make me some brownies, please?
But the thing is,
thank you.
Rightly so. I don't know if she would ever share her recipes. I haven't outrightly asked.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You can just sell them.
She could sell them, but they're so good. I can understand why she would never ever want to part with them. I'm now trying to rack my brains. The thing is, so Elise was, she launched her baking business over lockdown. I don't think she's doing it anymore. So I was actually going to try and shout it out, but I don't think she's pushing the business at the moment. But her cookies, her cakes and stuff, phenomenal. Best brownies ever. So those are the brownies that I want to make. I'm assuming, it's risky. I was going to say, I'm assuming if I was to have a session with her, 1 or 2, and I follow what she does, I'll be able to replicate that. However, like I said, I like to go with it just feels like I need to do this, or the feeling needs to be right. So I'm just aware that might be a problem. But those have been my only expectations about being like the mom things that I want to do. I want to be the mom that makes the best brownies. And then I wanted to be the mom that makes the best. There's a porridge, like a cornmeal porridge. I guess I was gonna say it's a Caribbean style porridge, but we do the same in Ghana as well. And like, I want to make sure those 2 things are like nailed because it's such comfort food and it's just such hearty comfort. I'm squeezing myself up, but it's just like.
Can you make it though? Can you make it?
Can do it.
Do you enjoy it?
I love it. I enjoy it.
Do you like the taste of it? Your own one?
Fantastic.
Fine.
The baking bit though is where I know I might run into problems because I made a banana bread once and I was like,
fucking banana bread.
Banana breads are so easy to make.
They are so hard to make.
However, the amount of times where I've gone wrong, I'm confused because I did the exact same thing that I did yesterday and it's a completely different result.
Mine is so dry.
So the stress and the frustration that you're feeling about these fairy cakes and the gingerbread men, I get. But in terms of the 2 things that I really want to make sure I can do for my kids and be like, yeah, I'm that fucking mum, the brownies and the cornmeal porridge. That's it. Everything else I don't give a shit about.
Mine's Bronte.
What's that?
I love Bronte. You know, in the morning when you have like, it's basically 2 rotis, chapatis, with like potato in the middle of it.
That sounds nice.
Because they're banging.
Yeah.
So mine's
they're
that.
my things. The baking thing, I don't know what to do. I don't know if we need to go on a baking course.
Oh no, I'm not going. I've not got time for this. I'm not going. I refuse. I fucking refuse. It's just not. It's not my vibe. It's not my thing
at all.
No, I don't even want to learn. I don't because I'm not going to be good at it.
But
I have not got. No.
What's your mum like as a baker? Does she bake?
Not really, actually. Like my Mussy does. Mussy's really good.
Maybe you need to spend some time with Mussy.
I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go on a course. I don't want to be around. I don't want to learn
You're over it. You're just done.
Yeah, but like I'm just not good at it. Like
Okay.
I'm not good at it.
My mum does these like a marble cake.
Nice.
For me it's more a nostalgic thing, but I wanna know how to do that, and I think that's me done. Everything else I'm fine. I'll just watch a YouTube channel. I can't confirm if it would be successful, but that's what I want to do. And also Max is dope at baking.
Yeah.
He's that guy. Max loves to cook, so it can be difficult because we both have our styles and techniques.
Yeah.
Well, why did you do? Get out my face.
I think Max is quite a lot like Ramnik, though, isn't he? Like, as in, like, he's very precise and follows the recipe. Like, because obviously Ramnik's an engineer, so shit, bore off, right?
So whenever I do my own thing, but what did you follow the thing? Oh
no,
God, I'm allowed to freestyle,
in it.
I can just like express myself.
I know,
and it's a whole thing. So yeah,
then it goes tits up, and then like, what's your fault?
And it's like, just. I don't want to hear it right now.
I know. I'm with you.
Yeah, we go.
He's not a baker, to be fair, but he's really good at doing like. He follows recipes, and his food comes out fucking boom. Honestly,
really?
So yummy. Right, because he's very particular with certain things and follows recipes. I just don't.
I get that.
I just don't follow instruction very well. Okay, so I never thought actually as well that I would be.
Yep.
The mum who makes Indian food all the time.
Okay. Which is...
Because I don't eat... Obviously, I'm Indian anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm Punjabi. But I don't eat... Like, at home... Like, yeah. But, like, food would be made. Indian food would be made.
Yeah.
Right? We didn't eat it sort of 3 times a day. We didn't eat it, like, you know...
Constantly.
Every day. It'd be made and it's there. And I'd have it maybe once a week. If that, because it's just convenient just to get it. I'm more of a pasta kind of gal.
I was about to say, yeah, you're more Italian.
Yeah, more of a pasta kind of gal.
Yeah.
And now though, fucking hell, all I do is make Indian food.
Really?
Should I tell you why?
Right.
It's economical. It's cost of living crisis rate.
Yeah, that's true. It's a real thing.
So fucking easy to make. It's so easy. And you know what I do? I now understand why our mums used to make dinner in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you get that now?
Yeah, I mean...
Are you there yet or not?
I don't think I'm there. I see myself getting there because you're trying to figure out the best time to cook, how much to cook, how long you want it to last for, when do you have the time to cook properly as well. So I see myself getting to that point. But yeah.
So I cook first thing in the morning now. I've dropped things off to nursery. I come home and I cook and dinner's done.
Yeah.
It's done by like 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
I'm pissing around.
Yeah, exactly.
Later.
You're going to get to like 5, 6, 7 and like, I've got to make dinner and then it's a whole thing. That's my style and my preference for sure. I think it's even weird me trying to explain this in terms of like cooking styles between myself and my partner, but the earlier you get it done, it's just done.
It's
and
done.
You know how big you're going to make your portions for and how long it's going to last for. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
But I make a lot of Indian food. The girls like Indian food, to be fair.
But the thing is, I don't think I assumed you wouldn't.
I didn't even know how to cook Indian till like after I got married. I never cooked Indian till I got married.
It's true. When I think about you at uni, you didn't. It was every other type of food. Mexican was a big thing for you. 100%. Italian for sure. And obviously, when you go home, mom's food, mom's cooking. It'd be Indian, etc. But yeah, I guess now it's the same for the babies. You're just creating that.
It's just easy. It's quick. It lasts a couple of days. Everyone, like apart from me, is fed in the house. I mean, the kids will eat it. Ramnika will eat it. I won't. I'm not necessarily going to have it, but it's there, so it's fine. Yeah. You know, like I'll make like chicken curry and like rice.
Yeah.
You know, at least every 2 weeks. It's done. It's there.
Is it hard? Are you raising your kids vegetarian or vegan?
No.
Is that
so
hard?
I'm veggie.
Yeah. Is that hard though? Being the only veggie in the house?
No, not really.
Okay.
No. Because I always had to make 2 meals anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I always had to make 2 meals. And like if the girls want veggie, it's there. If they want meat, it's there as well. So it's absolutely fine.
Does anyone seem to have a preference either way? Yeah, and when I say anyone, I mean the girls. They seem to
Athena prefers meat, like her father.
Okay.
And Ari, I think she prefers veg actually.
Okay.
Which is more like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of in my household, obviously Max is vegan and I am not. But right now, Zena eats everything.
Everything, yeah.
She's easy. I think I'm eating meat less and less, which is like, whoa, what? So
Have you told your mum that?
no, I don't know how that conversation's gonna go. Nah, but yeah. So I think I feel like her diet is more. It does feel more vegan, but in saying that, she'll have pancakes with eggs in it, or she'll. I don't know, I'm trying to think of what other little bits and pieces that I do, and there's like dairy in it, but I think it's interesting where the dairy side or the meat side of things is starting to drop off, and we ultimately want her to make her own decision on what she wants to do and how she wants to have it. But it's I guess for me, watching myself and how I am or how I used to be, it's interesting what I'm chopping off now and what I'm cutting off. I watched this thing on Netflix, kind of like You Are What You Eat, but there was like a study with groups of twins, and they for a period of time they made one twin have a healthy but a meat diet, and the other one was healthy vegan diet, and by the end of it they came back together and they made the comparisons, because as twins I think they're the only groups of people whose DNA are
so closely aligned.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to kind of see how things can really impact people directly. Those in the vegan diet, there were so many benefits, whether it's like your libido to how your muscle mass was developed, or how much fat you dropped off or lost, etc. And then the meat side, it wasn't terribly like, oh my gosh, this is so bad for you, but there was definitely a difference. So I think with me seeing stuff like that and understanding what how the meat industry or the fish industry, how it's impacting the environment, and it's like, wow, it's horrific how much land is required to cultivate and raise and look after cattle, and what they're doing to try and create this space for it. So there's places in the Amazon where they literally cut down all the trees, they burn the ground or whatever's left from the trees to then grow grass to feed the cattle, and then after a while obviously the cattle is being used for meat, so they're going to be killed and that's it, gone, and then they leave that patch of land and find the next. So understanding how much space is just absolutely...
So they don't put new cattle on that same ground?
Because all the nutrients and stuff has been used from that space.
What
so
a fucking waste of time.
So, and then they go and do it again elsewhere. So that was crazy to me. And then fishing, fish farming, how they try and capture salmon and put them in certain spaces. But the salmon are now in these confined spaces in water. It's almost like
an enclave kind of thing.
Yeah. But they're in there with their own feces or germs or disease or whatever else. So the salmon that you're getting from these fish farming spaces, when you compare them to, I'm using salmon as the example, but when you compare them to, say, wild salmon versus farm salmon, you see the differences in terms of what their flesh is like, how much fat they have on their bodies versus how much fat the farmed salmon has versus the wild ones. The ones who actually have certain fish-specific diseases because they're in this space versus the wild salmon, which are wild and free. So seeing all those things and what's going into food, it was kind of like, like if you're trying to be, I guess, trying to do your part for the environment, trying to do your part for your own health, it's like these things, you can't sustain this for yourself specifically. Yeah. And I know we're entering into a space where companies and corporations are feeding the masses, and there's obviously a bottom line for them financially, whatever else. But in terms of getting food out to masses of people, it's not good. It can't be good. It's not good. I don't know how they expect to maintain a healthy sort of output as well for us. So if you're someone who's trying to live as well as you can from what you eat, what you drink and put inside you, even if you try and choose the best sort of meats and stuff, it's already at a disadvantage. So those things are kind of, I guess I'm really starting to think more about it, because I would definitely say and claim to be the biggest carnivore in the world.
Yeah.
But then when I think about like, this is how the food is coming to you, or if you can't really trace where your foods and meats are coming from, it's like, what are you even getting? Yeah. It's now processing that and understanding that, and understanding that's what I'm also giving my kid. It's mad.
If you fucking stop eating cheese, yeah?
I haven't yet.
What? What do you mean yet?
I'm low-key afraid to look into cheese.
Do not look into cheese, right? No.
I'm a bit afraid. No, don't do it. No, I'm a bit afraid just because I think I saw something or read something, and
I don't want to carry this on.
I was gonna say I don't think this is the same practice for cheese. I think someone had said there's certain bacteria that's released into cheese to make it as part of the process to make it what it is, but it's actually really like it's just really. It came across as really just like absolutely fucking shit and absolutely fucking nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think every cheese was made in that particular technique. I can't even describe it to you. But I was like, oh man.
Listen, I can go vegan bar cheese.
Bar cheese.
I like butter spreads, no problem.
Yeah.
I don't really need to eat cream like cream cheese spread or anything like. Like don't really give a shit about eggs. Don't really give a shit about. I mean, I really like sour cream.
Sour cream is a vibe.
But yeah, you know what? Fine.
Cheese is a vibe. Sorry.
Milk, I can do the sort of vegan
Plant-based.
alternative, plant based, not a problem.
Mm.
But actual like a fucking nice cheddar, yeah. Like a bit of like Edam, or like a bit of brie.
You're
at
really
Christmas.
into your cheese. You are.
Oof.
I'm
halloumi.
Yeah, halloumi's dope.
You know,
I
like
am-
I can't do vegan.
I'm good on cheese. As in, I cannot have cheese for a while. Then I'll have it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is.
I have it
fucking
every day.
great. Do you,
Every fucking day.
mate?
My
But then
mum
it's
made
like-
this little flaked rice thing this morning, yeah? I was like, you know what, we'll go bang over this, man. Some fucking
cheese.
Cathedral City. I thought I better not say it because I'm going to get a slap from her.
Oh god.
Don't like disrespect my foods.
I just.
Oh, this would be so nice.
I haven't looked into it yet. I'm scared to. There are some vegan cheeses that are phenomenal. As in, like, I know a lot of vegans who absolutely hate vegan cheese because they're like, they taste foul. Forget it. But there's this place in, don't remember the name of the restaurant. This place in Hackney, it's a vegan restaurant. Max took me there once, and it's an Italian. They do Italian food, and their mozzarella and all the rest of it. I wouldn't have known it was.
Oh, really?
Thing. And they made the mozzarella out of cashew, and I was like, it tastes. It's the right taste, consistency, texture, everything perfect. So I think if you're able to find places like that, you're not gonna feel like you're missing out on what you know cheese to be, like the dairy version of it. However, I think there are so many quote unquote bad versions of vegan cheese that you're like, fuck it. And apparently cheese is, on this particular show, cheese is one thing that people really struggle to let go of, because I think how it's made, there are certain enzymes in there that are so directly linked to, like, I guess the feel-good hormones that you have. So when you're having
Like
cheese...
endorphins?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So when you're having cheese, it makes you feel so good and it makes you feel so happy.
I'm here for it.
That's
I
why
am
it's
here
so
for
difficult
it.
to let go.
I'm never letting it go. I don't give a shit. You can put whatever you want in front of me. I don't give a shit. I ain't letting it go.
So yeah. So
I fucking love a bit of fromage.
I'm scared. I'm scared to really witness how cheese is made, because you have people chatting shit about milk, about but their pus and their blood and their man goes into milk.
Oh my god, Rach, really?
Yeah, bro.
But even when it's pasteurised.
Yeah, but pasteurizing all that kind of stuff is to help filter all the shit that goes into milk, isn't it?
Right. So what was that film? What was that horror film where, like, I can't fucking remember what it's called, but all the women were there. That basically it's like
Wow.
It's like a horror film. I can't remember
Yeah.
what it was called, but they basically like replace the animals with humans.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, I haven't
And
seen
so there's
this.
all these women there who'd just given birth.
Yeah.
They'd like snatched the babies, so like how they do with lamb.
Yeah.
Right, which I think is horrific, to be honest. The cute little lambs, they're just like jumping around the fields having a lovely time.
Not anymore.
Right? Okay, I'm not gonna go there. But so they snatch the babies, and then there's these women there that are literally got like these flipping tubes on their tits, right?
Yeah.
Pumping out milk, like literally like it's a cattle farm. Like, as in like a.
I haven't seen this.
Oh, I want to Google it in a minute.
Oh.
It's a horror film, and in the end, I should
see.
laugh about this
Oh,
because it's
go
quite
on.
funny. Right?
Go on.
So because it's a horror, and that made me think, what if you do flip it in that way? That's horrific.
Right.
You know, that is horrific that we are, you know, taking this milk from a cow, or even like goat's milk, whatever it is, you know, and if you flip it to it being a human, that's wrong, and that looks wrong.
Right.
But actually a cow being, you know, extracted of its milk, that doesn't look wrong to us, which is strange, isn't it?
Was the film called The Herd or Mother's Milk? I've just googled it.
No,
real
it's
quick.
not any of
Okay.
those ones.
But
But
yeah,
the
it's crazy.
last scene was fucking jokes,
The
right?
Factory.
I don't know. It was a
Go on.
horror. It was a horror film.
Yeah.
The last one was, you know how like you have like two hogs with apple in their mouth, like pigs, right? Like a hog roast. There was two women like that,
Oh god.
like upside down or whatever,
Just
with a fucking apple in their
apples in
mouth.
mouth.
And I was like, oh my god! And it was actually humans that were
About to eat them.
eating these, the humans. Anyway, I
Humans
don't know why I needed to share that, but I felt like I needed
I'm
to
glad,
share
I'm
it.
glad you did. But yeah, it's just a whole new day is dawning. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but now I'm lost in thought. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So let's go back to expectation versus reality.
Yeah.
Right.
What else?
What about
Uh.
you?
Uh,
I don't know why I'm acting as if I'm the host.
doesn't matter.
What about you?
We're having a chat, babe. Go for
As
it.
in, what did you expect? Like, how did you envisage it? I guess sort of
What?
growing up and stuff,
Mm.
and I say growing up, but then also afterwards, like in our adult years,
Mm.
of being like a co-parent. Like, how did you think that was going to be? What was the expectation? What was that like in your head versus what is it now?
That's a really great question for me. I think I'm frustratingly annoying in the sense of, oddly, I grew up predominantly in a single parent household. I do remember my parents together. They got divorced when I was about maybe about 8 or so, 8, 9. And my being in a single parent household became my norm. So I actually saw myself being a single parent. And not in a horrible, sad, terrible, whatever way, but that was my norm. I saw how my mum made it work. I could see what worked well and what didn't work at all. But that became what I thought my norm would be. Then I guess I entered into a relationship, and then I actually I saw it from a space of, actually, no, I could see how this could work as two people. And then I found myself in a relationship now where I actually have a child with someone, and we're making that work. So in terms of what I saw that to be like, I guess my expectation, my reality is very different, because my expectation was I'd do it by myself. The reality of having someone there with you through this is it's amazing, because there are moments where I'm like, if you were a single mom doing this stuff, I don't even know how you do. I commend you. I don't know how you do this on the minimal sleep, or the minimal food, or the minimal this, or I don't know how you've done this, especially if you're a single mom who may not have a village or a support system around them, because there are times when it is difficult. Like, there are times where Max has to feed me because my hands are full. Or there are times where Max has to cook because I haven't had time to cook, or I concentrated on cleaning the house and he had to do this, or vice versa. And it's like, I don't even know what that. Obviously, if you're a single parent, you're gonna do it. You're gonna get it done. But I think the reserves of strength that you're gonna need to get through that must be phenomenal.
Oh, mate.
And the things that you may have to let go or drop must be either just you accept it, or must be crushing to you. The fact that I'm still able to pursue my career in the way that I want to, go on the classes that I want to, do this podcast that I want to, I can do this because my partner is at home with my kid, or my partner will take my kid and we'll know when to meet and swap. So in terms of what my expectation was for this, my reality kicks the expectations ass like 110%, because I don't think I really had a clue as to what that could really look like. I don't think I could live the way that I wanted to, or pursue my goals and my dreams in the way that I would want to if I was doing this as a single parent. So yeah, like, the reality is way better than the expectation, I think. And yeah, that's the best way I can kind of put it. That's a really good question, because I hadn't even thought about it, because I was so sure I was going to be a single parent. I'm going to be on tour. It's me, my kids, my schedule, and that's it. I'm going to be acting or on location. It's me, my schedule, my kids, and I figure it out. But in terms of the logistics and the nitty-gritty, that the details that go into this, I hadn't thought about it at all. But yeah, how about you? Expectations of what it'd be like in the trenches as a mom versus what you're going through now. But also, side question, how did you see this? Did you always see yourself as a 2-parent household or not?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But I mean, I think like if I think about the way that I grew up as well, my dad was very. The women done everything in the house.
Yeah.
My dad was there. He'd come home from work, right, food on the table. You sit there, and yeah, he's been waited on.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
It was that very traditional kind of household in the 80s, 90s when we were growing up. I don't think I ever saw it as that though in terms of my expectation, because I was like, I'm not fucking doing that. but it's weird because for me it's seeing it firsthand and kind of, is my partner going to be the same? And that's why you choose a partner in a certain way, don't you? Because you look at these kind of traits and actually, no, I didn't want to just be the one doing everything.
Yeah.
And I don't think actually you really know what your partner's going to be like as a dad until they're a dad.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So, we've obviously got 2 girls and we were discussing having a third.
Okay.
Potentially trying for another. Not really fussed either way, whether it's a girl or a boy. Obviously, it'd be lovely to have a boy because we've got 2 girls. But I thought that he would want that kind of masculine energy in the house or whatever. But nope, because he's such an alpha male, because he's so he's a man's man kind of thing. But I don't see that at all.
Okay.
What I thought, I knew he was going to be super soft with the girls.
Is he?
Oh my god! Yeah. But when he raises his voice, then like fucking all three of us shit our pants. To be fair, we're all like, fuck, what do we do? All 3 of us fucking hide in each of the bathrooms.
Go! I get
it. But yeah, like I thought as in terms of like me and partner, how we were gonna do it. I guess why I ask it is because, there's a lot going on around social media at the minute about being the default parent, and who takes the load of a lot of shit, and the other one who does, some of the other the other stuff.
Yeah.
And often I sometimes feel like I can be the default parent.
Okay.
That the girls will run to me for certain things, and Monique then gets like the best of him, and that bit is really hard. Like I didn't anticipate that. I didn't think about that before we had the kids. That I would get the fucking slaps in the face in the middle of Into, and he would get the, oh, hi Dada, how are you, good morning Daddy, I love you so much, giving him fucking kisses. Mama, shh, don't wake Dada because he's sleeping. What the fuck, I've been up since 5 a.m. Right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't anticipate like how sweet and soft that they would be with him. Not saying that they're not like that with me, because they are, but mine gets muddled with all of the fucking crap that comes with it.
Yeah.
And all of the difficulties that come with it. The day-to-day, bringing them up when he's at work.
Yeah.
So I didn't anticipate that. And that is my reality, that I do get all the sweet kisses and cuddles, everything else. But like I said, that just gets muddied a little bit with all of the fucking exhaustion of having to do everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Has the exhaustion changed? And I asked this, I guess, because you're ahead of me with 2, and you've got an older kid as well. Has the exhaustion changed? Or has it gotten better? Maybe that's the right way to phrase it.
That's a hard one, because we've got 2 big things this year.
Yeah.
Obviously we're doing a house move.
Yeah.
And then I've started my business.
Yes.
So I'm exhausted because but if I think about just the kids, it's gotten easier. It has gotten a little bit. If I think about just the children, it has gotten a little bit easier. With my first, with Dean's, I used to make all of our fucking food from scratch. Yogurts from scratch. I used to make banana fucking muffins. Again, not fantastic, but that was fine.
But you did them,
but
and that's what matters.
I was really anal about everything because I had the time to be anal about everything.
Yes.
But then with the second, I'm just like, here, just fucking have a packet of fucking discos. It's fine. Well, I mean, she doesn't eat discos.
But I get you.
But do you know what I mean?
It's
Just like,
different.
you know, sausage roll again for lunch. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it gets a little bit easier.
Okay.
But then the needs change.
Okay.
So you've got to constantly navigate those needs. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. All right. No. Okay. Cool. It makes sense. The needs change, the priorities change, and so I guess you adapt to that. And I guess in terms of exhaustion, I guess that just shifts, right? It just changes. It's a different kind of exhaustion.
I think when
if
they're so,
exhausted is the same word.
I think they're so young, and it's physically exhausting when they're so young. You're physically because you're running around constantly. Like you'll know this with Z now, right? You like all you're doing is picking her up from one place, putting her in the other, picking her up from one place, putting her in the other. So you're doing that. And then, you know, they do wake up still in the middle of the night, and they can't tell you what the fuck's going on when they're so young. Yeah. But even when they're older, they can tell you, and they just want to be adamant that, no, I'm not going to go back to sleep now. So you do resort to things like, well, you know what? I'll just pop on Peppa Pig at 4:30 a.m. because I need that extra hour.
I get you. I haven't reached it yet. I don't even know what it is. I was about to say, I hope and I went, you know what? She's going to do whatever she's going to do. And you're just going to have to try and find your best way to adapt and roll with it.
Yeah.
As best you can.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. On that note, I'm gonna have to call it. I'm going to have to leave it. I guess, yeah, the takeaway, I think, is, as you said, adapt as best you can and roll with it. Right?
Yeah.
Hey loves, before we sign off, just a quick note to remind you that everything shared on this episode is based on personal research and personal experiences, lived experiences. I hope we were able to give you some food for thought, but please make sure you conduct your own research and speak to your healthcare professional if you have any questions or concerns. Okay, with love, catch you on the next one.